German politics continues to look more chaotic and unstable than it has at just about any time in Germany's recent history. On February 7th, Angela Merkel set out a new coalition agreement, and it seems to be becoming more unpopular by the day. The left-wing Social Democratic Party, the junior partner in this coalition, is in turmoil. Their leader is so unpopular that when that coalition agreement was announced, he let it be known that he would be stepping down as party leader. But he still hoped to become Germany's foreign minister as kind of a consolation prize. But 2 days later, he was forced to give that up. A poll published on February 15th put the Social Democrats on a record low, with the support of only 16% of the population. That's just 1 percentage point ahead of the Alternative for Deutschland. So their time as one of Germany's two main political parties seems like it could be about over. But the Christian Democratic Party, the right-wing party, and the senior partner, the main party in this coalition, well, they're in turmoil too. They don't like this new coalition agreement. The Chancellor Angela Merkel gave away just about all of the most important cabinet posts. Handelsblatt wrote that the party is livid. Spiegel says that they're in a potentially revolutionary fury. But this problem goes far beyond just, say, two angry political parties. On February 15th, Spiegel wrote that we could be close to a meltdown of Germany's party system, with far-reaching consequences. So Germany's political crisis continues to worsen. Keep watching this crisis and this growing anger that we're just seeing building, not just within those political parties, but just across all of Germany. Prophecies in Daniel chapter 8 and Daniel chapter 11 describe the arrival of a strong, undemocratic leader in Germany. And these political crises that we're seeing now are causing exactly the kind of atmosphere necessary to make this happen. You can read more about those scriptures and what's prophesied to happen for Germany and all of Europe in the immediate future in our free booklet, A Strong German Leader is Imminent. Now, this coalition agreement calls for more German military spending, and it calls for more European military cooperation. And it explicitly states that this cooperation should take the form of steps on the way to a, quote, army of Europe. So if this coalition does take off, still a big if, but possible, we could be seeing more on this front. And there was one significant development on this from the news this week. NATO defense ministers met for a 2-day-long meeting, February 14th to February 15th, and these defense ministers at that meeting approved the creation of 2 new command centers. The US is going to host one that's focused on maritime security, and Germany will host the other. This German headquarters will focus on being a headquarters for fast troop movement, especially across Europe. And this is part of quite a few similar initiatives aimed at helping troops move much more quickly around Europe. Our German foreign policy reported that the way that this headquarters is setting up, it will be under German sovereignty and not firmly integrated into the NATO command structure. So they write that this could be used even outside of the NATO framework, meaning that Germany, that they have the flexibility with this headquarters that they could soon be running a major command center that they could use for NATO or as a headquarters for European forces. Germany's growing military leadership is another major trend that we're watching. In our latest Trumpet print magazine, Joshua Michels and I have an article on exactly this subject titled Europe's Underground Army. And that goes through all of the ways that Germany is quietly setting up this EU army and how that this is prophesied in the Bible. And it takes you through those scriptures that describe just exactly the way that this is being set up. You can read about that and just about more details on everything that we've talked about. You can get that free booklet I mentioned earlier or on our website, thetrumpet.com.